would like to thank everyone who is chiming in on the call tonight. My name is Andy Edmonds, and I'm an agent with Capital Resources, a debt reduction and wealth management firm out of the greater York, Pennsylvania area. Most likely, all of you that are chiming in tonight are either realtors or in the real estate industry. And I'm really excited to share this revolutionary new product with you. A product that will help your clients and could potentially help make an extra stream of income for all of you. I have over 6 years of experience in the insurance and financial services industry, and the biggest factor that I've run into with my clients unable to afford appropriate insurance or lacking wealth to manage is personal debt. As a matter of fact, over 80% of Americans claim to have a significant amount of debt. That's why I decided to do something about it. Almost 2 years ago now, I formed Capital Resources, and I have successfully helped many of my clients start their journey to debt freedom and save them hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. The product that we're actually here to talk about tonight is called the Debt Shredder. Again, my company is Capital Resources, and this product is powered by a company called Shop Financial. What is the Debt Shredder? So the Debt Shredder is a financial GPS that helps clients reduce the amount of time it takes to pay off debt and decreases the amount of interest paid on interest-bearing debts. These debts could include things, but aren't limited to, mortgages, car loans, credit cards, and school loans. But the program can be applied to any debt and will reduce the amount of interest paid in any interest-bearing debt. The company was started by two guys that started a mortgage company back in 1997. They realized the trend that there were an overwhelming amount of clients that were coming back to refinance their mortgages for the purpose of paying off debt. So they decided they were going to do something about it, and they started by hosting free seminars to teach clients strategies on debt management. They would actually host these big seminars. People would come out and they would teach different strategies, all 100% for free. But the amount of refinances did not decrease at all. They actually didn't see any change at all in the amount of refinances for debt reduction. So they realized that that was a problem, and they came up with a solution. The solution they came up with was a tool that they designed. They spent millions of dollars on software development, and they came up with a computer program in 2004, and that product was focused solely on paying off mortgages, on mortgage payoff. Now, they did provide strategies still to pay off other debt, but the computer program itself only focused on mortgages. Since then, the product has over 200,000 clients using it. So, you can see from 2004 to 2017, 200,000 clients. It's pretty impressive. So, some credibility points here, awards, publications, and endorsements. The program and the company won the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award in Finance. It was featured in Personal Real Estate Investors magazine. It's been endorsed by Mark Victor Hansen, the author of The 1 Minute Millionaire and Chicken Soup for the Soul. It's currently being used by former Congressman Dennis Kucinich. And Brian Torper, publisher of Broker Banker magazine, says that I've never personally or professionally endorsed any product or services. I am this one. It's the real deal. And final note is that the company has a A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and again with over 200,000 clients, that is a pretty impressive feat. So the program itself, how it works, it uses three basic strategies. The first one is accelerated debt payoff, and it uses three different techniques to accomplish accelerated debt payoff. Strategic payoff, which is basically saying that this is the appropriate time and the appropriate amount of payment to pay towards a specific debt. Interest cancellation is when the program dis- basically it groups together a lump principal payment, which then cancels interest. And then income leverage is as debts get paid off, you are left with some additional funds that were used to pay off those debts, and then those funds are then applied towards your existing or current debts. And that is the income leverage technique. Um, the second strategy is wealth building. The program is actually designed to help build wealth. It does that in several different ways. So, in one way, it actually can act as a savings tool. You can set limits on it as to how much you would like to save, how much of a cushion you would like, and the program then will help accommodate that. It will say, in order to accommodate that amount, you'll have to set X amount of dollars aside for that. That same concept can be used as an investment machine. You're able to then say, this is how much I'd like to invest, and then it says, okay, this is how much money each month you need to take aside and put it into that investment um, account. So the third way that the wealth building strategy works is it actually integrates with some wealth building tools. There's some financial companies out there that have some products that our program will integrate with. One of those products is an indexed universal life insurance policy, which is a life insurance policy whose cash value is actually run through some low risk investments. So the wealth building strategy will integrate with those techniques and use those techniques. So the third strategy then is coaching and education. Now the biggest reason why people don't pay off their debt is because they are financially illiterate. Our program teaches people how to be financially literate. It teaches them how to make smart decisions. It teaches them how to be conscious of the debt that they have and the money that they're spending. So, by doing that, it then instills in them new habits. Those new habits then allow for them to have a financially lucrative and debt-free life and a life of abundance. Um, and all of that is through coaching and education. So that's the third strategy that our program utilizes. Some other features that are just important to mention of the program, that the clients actually have access to the program for life. When they purchase it, that's it. They have it forever. As the company updates the program and comes out with new versions, the updates, the client are absolutely free. They don't have to pay for the newest version. The program will provide reports for tax purposes, things like expenditure reports and income reports, and earning reports. So program also has free phone support and coaching for life. So the phone support is with the product itself. If there's any issues or questions with the product, they're able to call in to a customer support line. And the coaching is for advice and help on personal debt issues or questions on personal debt issues. And our coaches are available to help our clients make appropriate decisions when they just maybe aren't sure what the best decision is in any situation. So, again, because it is a product that they own for life, it's actually then able to be applied to all new debt for life. So it doesn't just apply to the debt that they had when they started the program. Any new debt that they acquire, it can be applied to the program, and then just like a GPS would, if you were to take a turn that isn't scheduled on the GPS will recalculate what the quickest route now is. Well, the program does the same thing. If you have a new debt, the program will recalculate to figure out now, based off of this information, what is the quickest way to zero debt. The program can be integrated with a client's bank accounts or other lending accounts, so mortgages, credit cards, things like that. It can be integrated as much as the client wants them to be. You don't have to, but the program has the capability to integrate and then update every 24 hours, sync up with those accounts, and actually show true balances. And then the true cost feature. This is something that is really unique and that no other program out there has. So true cost, the idea behind it is that every purchase that you make affects how quickly you're paying your overall debt off. Everything from the $2 candy bar to the $10,000 new car or used car for that matter. Um, so the idea is that if you were to take that same $2 that you spent on a candy bar and if you were to apply it to your debt, you could have been paid off X amount of times sooner. And again, if you look at that $10,000 used car, it's a lot more significant. You would say, okay, if you take that same $10,000, you apply it to your current debt, you could be paid off that much sooner. Um, so the true cost feature says based off of those expenditures, how much longer are you paying your debts off if you were to actually make those decisions to have those expenditures? Um, this is a great tool because it can do a couple of things. First of all, for your real estate investors out there who are buying multiple properties, um, this tool can help them to actually make an educated decision as to whether or not it's a good idea to buy a property and add it to their property portfolio. Um, the car example is a very real world example for everybody else where if you have the option to buy a $10,000 used vehicle or a $3,000 used vehicle, you can plug both scenarios into the true cost feature, the calculator in the program, and then the program will spit back out how much that's going to affect your debt and how long you're going to have debt because of that decision. So, again, you can make an educated decision as the client. You can make an educated decision as to whether or not you're going to go with a $10,000 used car or the $3,000. So, again, great tool. There's nothing else like it on the market. So, for realtors, again, since we're all in the real estate industry here, everybody on the call at least, these are some specific applications for realtors. I went ahead and I put it through as a question and answer format just so it's a little bit easier to follow. So I'm just going to run down through it here real quick. The first question is, as a realtor, how does the debt shredder benefit my clients? And this is a great question, and I've actually gotten it before. So um, as you've already learned, the debt shredder is an excellent tool for helping your clients address their debt in a way that's more robust. In doing so, your client will qualify for lower interest rates on a mortgage. They will have a lower debt to income ratio and a lower debt overall, making it easier to qualify for high quality financing down the road. The Debt Shredder is a great program to refer your turndowns to, as why are generally people turned down for financing? Debt and credit score issues, as well as inadequate savings for a down payment. Debt Shredder addresses all of this and will ensure that your turndowns come back to you more quickly, ready for that home. So, again, real world examples here. I've had several realtors tell me that they were unable to make a sale. They'd showed several houses. Um, the buyer was ready to go, but come to find out, the buyer owned a home that they were upside down in. They were upside down in their mortgage. Um, and with this program, we've been able to create positive equity in a person's home in as little as 8 months. So you as a realtor refer this client to me. I help them to build positive equity in their home in as little as 8 months. Who do you think they're going to come back to? They're going to come back to you because you provided them with a solution to their problem. You're able to then help them reach their dream. So they're going to come back to you every time, guaranteed. So, next question here is, how about people I am selling a home to or someone that is selling their home through me? So, the debt shredder is focused on building equity in your client's biggest asset, their home. Most people will live in a home 5 to 7 years before moving. Because the debt shredder helps them build more equity, they're not only saving interest during that time, they end up with more equity when they sell, meaning they can buy that bigger home they had their eye on. They can buy it sooner. Or if they're downsizing, they can have more cash left over to flip it into their investments. And for all you realtors out there, the bigger home means you're going to get a bigger payout at the end of the day. Additionally, the debt shredder helps people manage their money so well that your client is at much lower risk of defaulting should they have a bump in their financial road. Why? Because while the debt shredder is helping them pay off debt faster and build equity faster, it's also helping them build a comfortable cash or liquid cushion for emergencies. So just like I said before, the program will help your clients build a savings account and that cushion, financial cushion, so that should anything, an emergency happen, they have the ability to respond appropriately, and it's not their home that's suffering, which then basically takes a client off of your plate down the road. How is the debt shredder different or better than other get out of debt programs? And I get this question or some version of it all of the time. I get the most common version of this question is, couldn't people just do it on their own? And it's a great question because absolutely people could do it on their own, but as we all know, people are not disciplined nor educated enough to do it. It's why so many people have to pay personal trainers at the gym to get healthy when pretty much all of that information could be found for completely free over the internet. So how is the debt shredder different or better than other get out of debt programs? So there are a lot of get out of debt programs, and many of our customers have tried them before coming to the debt shredder. However, any debt program is only as valuable as someone's ability to stick to it. Because of the higher level of interactivity and engagement a client has with the debt shredder program and optional live coaching sessions, it's been shown that we have a very high percentage of clients who have stuck to their program all the way through to being debt free. With many other types of financial plans, the majority of people don't stick to them for more than a year. Only about 11% of the people will stick to a financial plan past 2 years, and only about 14% for a year. However, in surveys conducted of all of our clients, we have found that more than 90% of debt shredder clients stick to their programs through the first few years and actually until their debt's paid off. We've also found that our clients report that the program performs about 20% better than the initial savings analysis. So, another great question, how can the debt shredder benefit me in my real estate business? And there's actually a lot of different answers to that, and we're just going to touch on a couple of them here. So, first of all, it's going to turn real estate buyers into real estate investors. One of the most simply easy retirement plans for someone is to, at the time of their early retirement, have 3 to 4 rental properties, free and clear, that they are producing monthly income with. When you look at how well the debt shredder manages money, you'll see that in the 30 years that it normally would take someone to pay off just one home, they can have 3 to 5 homes, free and clear, using the debt shredder. This means that they can live off the rental income in their early years of retirement or when the time is right. Liquidate the real estate and put it into an even more passive liquid investment. Great idea. Number 2, referrals. Each one of those clients above are going to be increasing your referrals. This is worth saying again. But in addition to your real estate buyers and sellers, when you are representing the debt shredder, everyone becomes a prospective referral source or client, not just those looking to buy or sell real estate, but those who are just looking to be more financially secure or get out of debt. That is a huge expanded market to tap into, and when you do, you become their go-to realtor for the future. Did you know that over 80% of Americans are in debt? I mentioned that before. Compare that to percentage to the number of people in the real estate market at any given time, and you can see why expanding your professional realm with a debt shredder is an excellent move. More money. Who doesn't want it? It's a natural fit for your business, and it will increase your income. as you do earn referral commissions for every client you refer who gets on the program. You're already talking to your client about real estate, money, their credit, and financial goals. This is an easy, organic part of the conversation. Just recommend that they do a savings analysis or that they contact me for a savings analysis at the point of sale to see how much money they could be saving and how much faster they could get out of debt. Again, with our referral bonus system, this is a way that you could really augment your salaries and bring in a pretty steady stream of income outside of the commissions that you'd make on a real estate sale, on a home sale. So personally, I do several other things besides just debt management, wealth management, debt reduction. Included in those are property and casualty insurance, so homeowners insurance, which is very pertinent to what you do, auto insurance, umbrellas. I also specialize in life insurance and mortgage protection insurance. So again, something that's very much so pertinent to your industry. To get a hold of me, Agent Andy Edmonds, you can reach me at my cell number, which is right here, 717-817-8132. You can email me at yourcapitalresources@yahoo.com, or you can just visit my website, www.yourcapitalresources.com. And on that website, www.yourcapitalresources.com, you can check out some of the videos that we've put together for you to get a better idea as to what our product does, how it works, and how you and your clients can use this program. I found the best way to go about getting excited about this program is allowing me to do a analysis for you, looking at your personal debt, assuming you have some. What better way to build belief? If that's something you're interested in, feel free to give me a call at that number, 717-817-8132. Shoot me an email at yourcapitalresources@yahoo.com, and I would be happy to collect the information that I would need to go ahead and throw that analysis together for you. We can schedule an appointment to sit down and go over it. That way, when you have an opportunity to talk about it with your clients, you feel comfortable with it. You know how the process works, and you believe in it because you see firsthand how the process works. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever. I really appreciate you chiming into the call tonight. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, and have a great night.